What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do it on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money making Thursday. Small card today, just 5 games, but y'all know the drill, man. Finna cook it up and try to smash it per usual. Last night we did smash our NBA play of the day with the Indiana Pacers. Really good spot, really good situation for them last night. Bounce back game at home that also happened to be a double revenge game. They had the rest advantage in that game as well as Toronto was coming in off of a back-to-back with travel. Really good spot, man. Put them all together. Indiana came through, handled business. Halliburton was a huge game. Shout out to him. Keep an eye out on them Pacers, man. I'm still really high on Indiana, man. I'm higher on Indiana than probably 99% of the people out there. Remember, that team was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. That team had one of the best offenses in NBA history. I think, if I recall, the best by a lot of metrics. Keep an eye out on them Pacers, man. That team can go on a run. But on to today, ladies and gentlemen, man. We got 5 games on the card. I'm going to get y'all in and out of here. No need to waste your time. I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on all these games, man. So without further ado, let's do exactly that. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And, of course, I have premium plays over at the site. We went 1-2 officially overall in the NBA last night. Jazz let us down. Thunder let us down. But like I said, we did hit the play of the day. Looking to bounce back overall, but looking to keep it rolling on the play of the day. Scoop up the play of the day or scoop up something long-term over at Pickdawgz Premium, and you get everything that I'm offering for the duration of the package that you scoop up. But let's do it, ladies and gentlemen, man. Let's talk about today. First game on the board. We have the Orlando Magic at home at the crib with the Golden State Warriors rolling in. Warriors, 4.5-point home favorites, total to 11.5. I don't want to fade Stephen Curry and his 2 henchmen. Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green seem like a match made in heaven. They're feeding off of each other's energies, and they're playing alongside, in my opinion, the best point guard in NBA history, the greatest shooter the NBA's ever seen. So, it's kind of like a super villain that got 2 super-powered henchmen, man. That's how the Warriors feel right now, and that's what's been evident in their game since acquiring Jimmy Butler. They've been taking teams behind the woodshed, and until they cool down, this is a team I just don't want to fade. The Warriors are a team that runs hot and cold. When they're cold, you can make a pretty penny just continuing to fade them, but when they're hot, it's a team you just want to ride until the wheels fall off, and that's where I'm at with the Warriors right now. On the flip side, we don't trust the Magic at home right now currently. They've low-key found their way on the do-not-bet list the way they let us down in back-to-back games. Had no business losing to the Memphis Grizzlies in the fashion that they did. They did cover in that game, but they should have won that game. They had no business losing that game. They did turn around, take the Wizards behind the woodshed. They're supposed to do that. And then we know what happened the last game they played, where Cleveland came in there and did to them. Again, the Magic just haven't played well this season in the step-up games, and I believe this is one of those. Warriors playing so well right now, there's no way in hell I want to fade them. Lay the points here with Golden State in our first game of the day. We keep it rolling. We head over to Milwaukee, where the Bucks are 4.5-point home dogs with the Denver Chicken Nuggets rolling in. Total 240.5. Keep an eye on the injury report for both teams. Although I am expecting pretty much everybody to play, just keep an eye out on it. Denver. Man, they've cut it on. Denver has returned back to the Denver we know and love. They dominated through that home stretch that they had, and then they did lose in decisive fashion to the Lakers, but they bounced back in nice fashion, beating up on the Indiana Pacers. I just told you guys how high I am on Indiana. They went out on the road and beat them boys 125-116. I do believe that Denver's the better basketball team in this matchup tonight. Milwaukee, I don't trust them in the step-up games either. When they're playing teams that they're better than, we're going to be able to look at it and be like, okay, Milwaukee, you're supposed to handle business here. But I think the line's telling. Even in Milwaukee, Denver is the favorite by over a bucket. With how well Denver's playing right now, I'm just not interested in fading them. Milwaukee, I still have concerns about this team, especially against teams that are better than them. Tough game, not a game I'm rushing to the window with tonight. I love betting Denver in Denver more so than on the road. But based on how they handled Indiana in that last one on the road, I think we should be able to trust them in this one. Small lean on the Denver Chicken Nuggets, laying the points here in this one. We keep rolling. We head over to Dallas, where the team from Dallas, man, is 9.5-point home favorites over the Charlotte Hornets. Total 224.5. I'm going to lean in the direction of the Charlotte Hornets in this one. I think Dallas is now overrated and overvalued. I know they covered in that last game against the Lakers. I know they're on a really good covering streak, a little covering span. Since trading Luka Doncic, from an ATS perspective, they've been one of the best in the NBA. I think now, though, it's coming to a head, and they're now officially overrated and overvalued. Remember, this is a team basically still missing their entire front court. And I think the Hornets, unlike some of the other teams Dallas has played recently, the Hornets are a team that could really take advantage of that. No way I can lay 9.5 points with Dallas. I know they've been good from an ATS perspective, but we haven't really seen them in this lay this many points style spot either post-trade. So, think they kind of just bit off more than they can chew in this one. They are the better basketball team. They should win the game. They should win it comfortably. But a comfortable win is still 7-8 points. Charlotte's still solid ATS team this season. I think Charlotte can come in here and do enough to keep this game semi-competitive and cover the point spread. Small lane on the Charlotte Hornets plus the points. Just not ready to lay this many points with the team from Dallas. Again, they are the better basketball team. They should win the game. They should do it comfortably. I think this is just a case of too many points, though. Keep it rolling. We head over to Phoenix, where the Suns are 8.5-point home favorites over the New Orleans Pelicans. Total 236.5. Phoenix, we already know the story with this team. One of the worst ATS teams we've seen in quite some time. Terrible this season. They were terrible last season. Coming off of back-to-back losses. The team has lost 4 of their last 5. Coming off a significant road trip. Returning home in this one. They've been terrible as a home favorite. I'm on the New Orleans Pelicans plus the points, and I might take a shot on the outright money line. I just think it's a pretty decent spot. With as bad as Phoenix has been playing, we got to continue to attack them. New Orleans, on the flip side, we can make the argument they're playing some of their best basketball of the season. Back-to-back dubs over the San Antonio Spurs. They were down in both. Came back, won both, though, in pretty comfortable fashion. Did lose to the Mavs, but beat the Kings. I know they're out on the road here. I know that the Pelicans, we've been fading for majority of the season. Also, I'm not rushing or I'm not totally in love with betting New Orleans. It's more so a fade of Phoenix. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the Suns. The Suns are not deserving of laying this many points on pretty much anybody in the NBA right now currently. They just haven't been a win-by-margin style team. I think the Pelicans have a legitimate chance to win this game outright. I want to attack plus money. I want the points in my back pocket with New Orleans here in this one. Last and final game of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We got my favorite team, the Los Angeles Lake Show Lakers, laying 6.5 points on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Small lean on the Lakers. Like the spot for them. Bounce back game at home. Sorry, not a bounce back game at home, but a double revenge game at home. They lost the last 2 meetings to Minnesota, 97-87 and 109-80. Both games were in Minnesota. I think in this bounce back, and I don't know why I keep saying bounce back, in the double revenge game at home, I think the Lakers show up, play well, win the game. Minnesota's injury report is really ugly. Keep an eye out on it as the day progresses. That's kind of what's kept me off of it right now, currently. But when all the news breaks down, I think the Lakers are the better team by a pretty decent margin. I think they match up quite well with Minnesota. I think they're going to make Minnesota have to match up to them, is basically what I'm saying. Minnesota's really good when they can match up, like when they can play that big ball. But the Lakers with that small ball lineup, that could be deadly against a team like Minnesota right now. Give me the Lakers. They should win this game by like 8, 9, double digits. So that's how I'm feeling in today's NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. Money Making Thursday. Sorry, no graphics today, man. It is what it was. Be what it be. I'll have them back tomorrow. Huge card tomorrow on a Friday. I'll have all the graphics back and things of that nature for y'all. I'll be on time as well. I have it posted at a good time, so be on the lookout for that. You can scoop up my NBA Player of the Day. I have a pretty decent amount of money on it today, so you guys can scoop that up over at Pickdawgz Premium. Hop on something long term. March right on the horizon, man. Let's make March one of them ones, man. A month to remember for the rest of our lives. Like with college hoops and NBA coming down the stretch, March is one of them ones, man. I love March, and I'm ready to kick the crap out of the books during that month. If you want to do it with me, hop on over at Pickdawgz Premium. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.